But let's see who the next pony is. Oh god.
The following video is as good as the date I released it. If anything in this video is incorrect due to newer episodes or changes in the comics, I am not responsible.
Your destiny's uncertain, and that's sometimes hard to take, but it will be.
Princess Celestia. What can I say about her that hasn't already been said? She is the third Alicorn princess I've covered and is the co-ruler of Equestria, alongside her younger sister, Princess Luna, and is the adoptive aunt of Princess Cadence. She raises and lowers the sun, but has also been teaching a former student known as Sunset Shimmer the values of humility. Sunset Shimmer doesn't take any of the lessons to heart, but instead desires power, forcing Celestia to remove her from position as student and replaced her with Twilight Sparkle. Princess Celestia was inspired by a Generation 1 unicorn named Majestic. Celestia's name comes from the word celestial, derived from Latin meaning sky or heaven. Lauren Faust commented that Princess Celestia was originally supposed to be Queen Celestia, the highest authority with no parents who outrank her, but Hasbro stepped in and said that princesses are more appealing to little girls. Faust also mentioned that during the casting of the show, Kathleen Barr, Trixie's voice actor, did a good audition for Princess Celestia before Nicole Oliver ultimately got the role. Could you imagine if Princess Celestia sounded like Trixie?
Well, if it isn't Twilight Sparkle.
Princess Celestia is bigger than most ponies, with 3 exceptions being Nightmare Moon, Trouble Shoes, and Steel Buns being taller than her. Her tail and mane have a natural flowing motion even when Celestia herself is not moving, but they stop doing so when Celestia is weak or unconscious. Celestia comes in the first episode, as her and her sister Luna ruled over Equestria together. Celestia used her unicorn powers to raise the sun at dawn, while the little sister Luna brought out the moon to begin the night. The ponies played in the day but slept through the night, which made Luna angry, causing her to go mad and turn into Nightmare Moon. Refusing to lower the moon to make way for the dawn, Celestia used the powers of the elements of harmony to banish her into the moon for 1,000 years, maintaining both responsibility for the sun and the moon. The day of Nightmare Moon's return is also the 1000th year anniversary of the Summer Sun celebration, so Princess Celestia sends Twilight to Ponyville and tells her to make some friends. Later in the episode, during the celebration, she gets captured by Nightmare Moon, so our main characters try to stop her, and once they do, she appears out of nowhere congratulating them, but offers her younger sister Luna a chance to rule by her side again. In the 2-part Season 4 premiere, the celebration is featured and mentioned. Unlike the previous celebration, this is the represent of not the defeat of Nightmare Moon, but the return of Princess Luna. Celestia's history goes more in depth in the Return of Harmony. She tells Twilight Sparkle that before Princess Luna and herself stood up to Discord, he ruled over Equestria, keeping it in total chaos. But she and Luna found the elements of harmony and used their powers to defeat Discord, turning him into stone. In the 2-part Season 3 premiere, The Crystal Empire, it explains how Celestia and Luna worked together to defeat King Sombra, turning him into a shadow and imprisoning him in the Arctic North. Going even further back in time, in Twilight's kingdom, it confirms that Celestia was associated with the legendary Star Swirled Bearded. During the pre-classic era, Celestia and Luna were involved with defeating the evil centaur Lord T-Rex, sending him to Tartarus. Twilight Sparkle is her most favorite student. At the end of the 2nd episode, Celestia asks Twilight to stay in Ponyville with her friends and write a weekly friendship report about her studies of the magic of friendship, until the 2nd season when they get rid of this. During a flashback in the Cutie Mark Chronicles, Celestia witnesses Twilight's rare magical talent and takes her as a student. Lauren Faust has suggested that there is more to Princess Celestia than what has been depicted in the show. Relating to the events in the flashback in the Cutie Mark Chronicles, Celestia knew that Twilight Sparkle was connected to the elements of harmony and arranged the dragon hatching test for her. Celestia then raised and trained Spike and assigned him to be Twilight's assistant, or slave the way she treats him. Celestia is in a lot of episodes, such as Swarm of the Century, where she comes to visit, attends Running of the Leaves in Fall the Weather Friends, as fall is one of her favorite seasons. She also attends the Best Young Flyers competition in Sonic Rainboom, and tries to social with Twilight's friends in A Bird in the Hoof. She makes a few appearances in Sweet and Elite, It's About Time, and at the end of Feeling Peaky Keen. When Twilight has her nervous breakdown in Lesson 0, Spike calls Princess Celestia to Ponyville to stop Twilight's craziness. In the end, Celestia tells her that she should only send in a friendship report if she has learned something. Princess Celestia also presides over a Canterlot wedding and monitors an anonymous thread that was made against Canterlot, which she completely failed at because the Changeling almost took over Canterlot. In Magical Mystery Cure, Princess Celestia appears in a room with Twilight, telling her that she sent her the spellbook of Starswirl the Bearded as a test, which Twilight had passed by creating a new magic, and it's time for Twilight to fulfill her destiny by turning her into an alicorn. Thanks, Larson. Princess Celestia never states her goals, but would rather give helpful advice to her students to help find the answers they are looking for. For an example, she wrote a letter to Twilight telling her to make friends when her goal was for her to find the elements of harmony. She may be royal, but loves to relax with jokes and general questions. She has a lot of patience for inappropriate behavior and loves to mess with ponies, like when Mr. and Mrs. Cake overfilled her tea. At the Grand Galloping Gala, she invites Twilight and her friends to ruin it to have fun, and does the exact same thing next year with Discord. Celestia is kind-hearted and slow to anger, but has limits when faced against a threat. In Ponyville Confidential, the Cutie Mark Crusaders managed to get a photo of her eating a cake unladylike. Celestia is also very forgiving. She does not abomish Fluttershy for taking a royal pet that was unguarded in the first place, so that was all her fault. Celestia's magic is powerful. As said before, she raises and lowers the sun, and took over the moon for a while Luna was banished. Celestia's Cutie Mark is a stylized sun, which matches her responsibility of raising the sun. Celestia did hold the elements of harmony. She held generosity, kindness, and magic. She and Luna are no longer connected to the elements of harmony after Luna's banishment. Celestia also has telekinesis, a laser beam that she shoots from her horn, and has also used dark magic like King Sombra. She also has a transformation spell, where she can transfer all of her magic to another pony. In the comics, Princess Celestia's physical strength is seen in issue number 10. She has a hoof wrestle against Big Macintosh, but Big Mac isn't as strong as we thought he was. Long ago, Celestia and Starswirl the Bearded traveled into a mirror universe, not Equestria Girls. She met and fell in love with the alternate version of King Sombra, a good, kind-hearted ruler. The consequences of Celestia's decision to keep meeting the Sombra would upset the balance of both worlds of Equestria, as well as the lives of her and her sister Luna, at serious risk due to the fact that Celestia's evil version wants to take over both worlds. In Fiendship is Magic, Celestia protects the ponies of Canterlot from Nightmare Moon's nightmares and banishes Nightmare Moon from her own dreams. Celestia is stated to have defeated Queen Chrysalis when she invaded the ancient city of Trot and imprisoned her and the Changelings in a volcano. In a lot of the MLP merchandise, Celestia's toys are colored pink instead of Celestia's very light white coat. Lauren Faust suggests that this was done to get retailers to buy more of the toys. As for her other appearances in other merchandise and in booklets, there's really not much more I can say because a lot of her descriptions are just copy and paste from other sources, kind of like me when turning the MLP wiki into a video. But there is a book that provides a lot of juicy information, which is gonna really blow your mind. Celestia and Luna were asked by Starswirl the Bearded to become princesses of Equestria to help reunite the three pony tribes as they represented all three as alicorns. It turns out when they were younger, the sisters always dreamed of becoming princesses. They accepted, but they were still blank flanks, not only due to alicorns aging differently from other ponies, but also due to duties of the sun and moon still being under the control of King Boron and Princess Platinum's unicorns. During their time as princesses before gaining their cutie marks, Celestia felt a sense of attachment to the sun carving on the Tree of Harmony, deciding to build the Castle of the Two Sisters nearby with Starswirl's full support. Celestia, or Celly as Luna nicknamed her, was puzzled by Luna's request for all the trapdoors and the organ to the outside, but agreed when Luna offered to include a secret reading room for Celestia in the library. Thanks to Luna befriending a manticore named Melvin, along with crocodiles, bats, and owls, Celestia nearly had the castle completed, now knowing that she and Luna were meant to rule together as sisters. Once the castle was finished, the princesses are introduced to Unicorn King Boreon and Princess Platinum, who was the former ruler of the Crystal Empire. King Boreon was very nice, but Princess Platinum was very rude, even insulting Celestia for being their sovereign without a cutie mark. Luna fixed Platinum's behavior using the organ, and Platinum made amends by having the unicorns fill the castle with beautiful banners of the new royal sisters. After that, the second-in-commands for the 3 tribes met with Celestia to reveal all the new progress the tribes were making since Celestia and Luna's coronation, displaying the new sense of peace and harmony they brought to Equestria. Starswirl even invited Celestia to his library, offering her the chance to study up on everything involving the 3 tribes that she had never seen before. Celestia also was introduced to Zecora's kind when she went looking for Luna and found her on the outskirts of where the zebras lived. Celestia was trying a new peace treaty with the Griffins when they choose to renew their feud with Commander Shurrikane and the Pegasi after learning the change of authority in Equestria. She also found herself having to retrieve the Crystal Heart for the Crystal Empire, when it was taken by a dragon who reclaimed it was under his pretense that it was mined from his keep and was his property. When the dragon disrespects her too much, Celestia unleashes her own Royal Canterlot voice on the dragon in fury, scarring him so badly that he returns the Crystal Heart, fleeing to be never heard from again. When Starswirl the Bearded reveals that his unicorn magic has been exhausted attempting to lower the sun and the moon alone without the assistance of several full-grown unicorns, he asks Celestia and Luna to do it as their unicorn magic is more powerful and doing so could actually revitalize them. The princesses lower the moon and raise the sun flawlessly, and they earn their cutie marks at long last. And that was your pony facts about Princess Celestia. If you have a suggestion for a pony, please leave it in the comments below. But now let's see who the next pony is. Well, this will be interesting.